What's up, guys? It's William from Niggeronomy with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Will Smith fiasco. Now, in the last video, I talked about why Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how Will Smith slapped the wrong person. Now, what I'm about to say, I know a lot of y'all are going to get triggered by what I you know.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So what I'm trying to say is that Will Smith slapped the wrong person. Who Will Smith should have slapped was Jada Pinkett.
Damn!
I know some of y'all are mad, by what I said, but I'm talking about figuratively. I'm saying not literally, but figuratively. That slap should have been for Jada Pinkett. After all these decades of being attacked by Jada Pinkett, it's time for Will Smith to be on the defense and protect his name, protect himself, and go back on the attack and attack Jada Pinkett and start going after everyone else instead of going after the real problem. The real person that's been attacking you for the last 30, 40 years that you need to attack back is your wife, Jada Pinkett. That's why I'm saying that Will Smith needs to slap Jada Pinkett.
No. 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 Hell no.
I know a lot of y'all are going to disagree with me, but let me go ahead and break it down. If you just sit with me, we're going to think it through. I'm not saying literally that that Will Smith needs to slap Jada Pinkett. I'm saying figuratively. The person that's really be attacking him is not Chris Rock. The person that's attacking Will Smith is not the Oscars and it's not the other entertainers. It is your own wife. She's the one that needs to get that slap. Okay? So let me go ahead and I'll explain it to you why. So y'all just need to think about it, right? So now Jada Pinkett, she's talking about that she's suffering from alopecia. Now this is very common with a lot of black women. After they have dyed their hair, processed their hair, permed their hair, put dangerous chemical in their hair, in their teen years, in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and up to their 50s, there are repercussions when you do that. And one of those repercussions is traction alopecia. You see, I date a lot of black women who, after they take their wig off, they take their perm off, they take the braids. A lot of them, I found them to have very short hair, bald hair, or even no hair at all, or even they have a receding hairline. That's why a lot of them got those baby curls on there, because they've been destroying their hair so much. They try to say it's autoimmune disease, but a lot of us already know, and they've been talking about it for decades now. This is the cost of being white for black women, is that they lose their hair because they don't want to wear it naturally. They put all of these chemicals in their hair, and now after decades, we can see the effect. A lot of them are going to lose their hair, and now they're stuck wearing wigs for the rest of their life. And they try to blame on this autoimmune disease. No, this is self-inflicted damage that you did to your own hair. So now, this self-inflicted damage, when somebody makes a joke about something you did to yourself, and Will Smith coming up there to correct that man for something you did to your own self, that's what I'm saying, that Will Smith, he's slapping the wrong person. The person that did all this damage is Jada Pinkett that did it himself. But y'all not going to believe me, so let me go ahead and share the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and share the screen so y'all can see that I'm not lying here. All right? I'm going to maximize, and then you can go ahead and you can watch it yourself.
I've had some definite hair regrets, for sure, specifically on covers where just like, what the hell? Being a black woman and dealing with hair in Hollywood, especially in the era that I came up in, having your hair look as European as possible was always the thing. And that was really challenging, because I liked my hair out wild and curly, but nobody wanted that. So I always had to do my hair in ways that didn't feel natural to me because I was trying to play the game. So if I'm doing a cover, everybody's like, no, make your hair straight and flowy. When it's like, alright, cool, but that's not really like what my hair likes to do. So I had to learn to get the courage to just go, nah, I'm not doing that. Which is why I feel the freedom today. I don't give two craps what people feel about this bald head of mine. Because guess what? I love it.
So there you go, guys. She said it herself before the Oscars that she did not care what happened to her hair and the jokes about her hair. She did it to herself because she was trying to fit this stereotype with the long hair and beautiful ways. But now this is self-inflicted wounds that she did to herself. All right? So that's why I'm saying that all of this is coming from her. So why is it doing that? So let me go ahead and show you. So that alopecia, it was from the traction and all the money that she spent on dyeing and perming and treating her hair, destroyed her own hair. So she did this to herself. So on top of that joke about the bald head, that was her own self-inflicted. And the next thing is that she's been insulting Will all up and down the street with his red table talks. He's been out there attacking Will with, bad sex, small dick energy, talking about you know what they all like to say when they don't like you and they break up with you. So she's been attacking Will all this time on the streets, and that's why he's getting all these troubles. So that's why that this fight is not even for Will. This is stuff that she did and embarrassed Will. That's why you got all these comedians making all these jokes, because this is stuff that she was telling the public. So now you get upset. Now the public is making all these jokes that you made public. So that's what I'm telling you guys. And the August Alsina thing, same thing, cheating on him, and he didn't do anything. So he thought maybe he can look like a man in front of her going slap Chris Rock. Your energy is pointed at the wrong person. You need to look at your wife, the person that's been attacking you all this time, and defend yourself. And it's time to attack back. It's time to attack back. And you see a lot of this type of situations. This happens a lot. Women, we picking up these fights and try to get their boyfriend to defend them. And this situation happened with me too. I said it before in my podcast where I was going to collect rent from someplace, and the lady, she didn't have the rent, and she had her boyfriend come out of nowhere, come and beat me up. And I went to the hospital, and they treated me in the hospital, and then I did a police report, and it just so happened that the boyfriend was already on parole. So when they did all the investigation, he went to his next parole hearing. The parole officer called for him to come and have a meeting. They have it like every 2 weeks or every month. And when he went to his meeting, they immediately arrested him, and he went back to jail. And when he went back to jail, you know what? That girl was on somebody else's dick that same night. So the guy had nothing to do with the rent collection. He just went on the instruction of the girlfriend to beat up the landlord, thinking that you're gonna get out of rent. That's not how you get out of rent. Maybe she was upset, but that had nothing to do with me. So that situation with the rent collection and the boy had nothing to do with the boyfriend, but the boyfriend felt that he had to do something about it, and now he did something about it, and now he's in jail. And that happens a lot in these situations where these women get into this fight, and they be calling their boyfriends, they'll be calling their brothers to come and fight these people, and then they get into a fight and they get arrested and they go to jail for assault. Like Will Smith, he could have went to jail right now for assaulting Chris Rock over a situation that had nothing to do with him. This is stuff that Jada was doing to herself, telling all her business and making all these jokes, and self-inflicted damage to her own hair. That's why she's bald. That's all her doing it. Now Will Smith gonna go to jail for this lady who did all this attack and making fun of him. So that's why I said that the real person that Will Smith needs to be attacking is his own wife. And it's funny that he came after Chris Rock, who did that documentary about good hair. And he talked about how black women spend a lot of money to try and dye and process their hair to make it look just like white. So it's interesting that he came out to Chris Rock. Maybe Will Smith should have watched the documentary, and he might learn something that, this traction alopecia that she's trying to make it seem like it's autoimmune and this is not my fault. It's really her fault. And a lot of black women now who are getting their 50s and 60s that have been doing it since, the 60s, in the 50s are now starting to realize that they're ending up with no hair, and now they're trying to blame it on, autoimmune disease. No, this is traction alopecia. This is not autoimmune. So she deserved all those jokes. But anyways, guys, what do y'all think? This is William from Negro Army with another one. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And that's all I gotta say. Bye-bye.